Hey YouTube, it's Sushi Attack. Here with my Labrynth deck profile. I came in first for a case tournament this past Sunday with this deck profile. I've been playing Labrynth since it came out in Tactical Masters when we didn't even have Lady. It's one of my favorite decks. Favorite being Subterra, obviously, another back row deck. But I just wanted to go over this deck. It's a little different. My side is a little different, and my extra is a little different than the typical Labrynth deck, mostly just because I don't own certain cards, but I found other cards to work particularly well. But I'll just get into it. So for the deck, we are running 2 Lady. I switch between 2 and 3. She's untargetable, undestroyable by your opponent's card effects if you control back row, set back row. She can also chain to your own traps to set another trap from deck. Everybody pretty much knows what she does. Also special summons herself from hand. A lot of people have to read it. She can special summon herself from your hand during the turn a trap card or a Labrynth card effect was activated. They always question that. Then the 1 brick, lovely. This is what we were playing before Lady came out. Makes it so your opponent can't Ash or Ghost Bell any of your trap cards or activate monster effects in response to your traps. Also, anytime a monster leaves the field because of a trap, you could pop a card on the field or in the hand, and then once per turn, she sets a trap from grave to your set of field. 3 Ariana, she's the Stratos. Grab a Labrynth card from deck, add it to hand, and then if a monster leaves the field because of a trap card, draw a card, and then special summon a fiend from hand or set a card from hand. Both of those effects are one effect per turn and once per turn. Next, the 3, 3, 1. I teeter on these. I teeter between 1 and 2 on this. I don't necessarily like 3. This is a 41 card deck, so having the second one in here makes it 42. I don't like that number. They all have the effect that you pitch them. Well, these ones have the effect to pitch them from hand with another card and then set a trap from the Labrynth trap from deck to field. And then this lets you activate a trap card the turn it was set if you control a Labrynth monster. Also, if it's in the grave, when you send one of these things, it can return itself to the hand or special summon to the field. Same thing with the other ones. If a monster leaves the field, they can either special summon or return to hand. 3 Ash, everybody knows what those do. 3 Droll, everybody's aware what Droll does. 3 Nib, everybody's aware of what Nib does, and everybody knows that if you activate Nib and then activate furniture to pitch it, you just clear the field. You don't summon a Nib or the token. I am opting to play the field spell. Some people don't. I just think it's too plussy. If you activate a normal trap and you happen to have a fiend or fiend in hand or grave, summon it with this. I used to use some nifty combos with Santa Claus and getting Chaos Angel that was light and dark with Ariana. It also adds the effect to pop a card with your welcome traps. 3 Extrav. For the furniture build, you want Extrav so you can plus rather than go even with prosperity. I do play a Called By. This comes up. I used to not play this card because I didn't resolve this card for like a year, so I thought this card was bad, but now I kind of see the utility of it. And then in the traps, 3 big welcome, 2 regular welcome. I teeter on 3 on this one as well. This one is the superior one. This one does by itself activate engine. This one needs Labrynth to activate your engine. You still need it though, it recurs itself. They all summon Labrynth monsters from deck, hand, or grave, and then from deck. Ice Dragon's Prison, good in the mirror. It's also a non-targeting removal, so if you are in the mirror and you want to banish a lady by grabbing one of their furniture, you can do that. It's also good in the Chimera matchup because it banishes illusion monsters. And then triggers everything. Terrors, non-destruction removal. This is one of my favorite cards. This has a lot of rulings with it if you happen to, if we're under like a macrocosmos and you send the card to grave, technically it's banished, so you don't get the set. If they somehow remove the card from grave, you still send the one on field to grave. I just like this card. It's nifty. It doesn't destroy either, so it does none of the Unchained stuff triggers from it too. Daruma. Every Labrynth deck should be playing this. Set everything face down. This is like your last resort if you're up against like a Link, Synchro, Xyz deck. Set everything face down. You can always summon something else, and then essentially reset it with Lovely. And this is essentially just like a turn skip all the time. 3 Imperm. Everybody knows what Imperm does. Negate something. The last 3 are 3 skill drain. You have big beaters. Even the furniture will trigger on the field. If you have Stovey, Stovey will trigger off the field on this because he tributes. He discards himself for cost. So you can trigger your furniture off that. And that's the 41 card main deck. I'm gonna go over the extra deck. Lingaribo for the Ibly lock. Nightmare Phoenix. It's a fiend, so you can get around the fiend lock from Welcome Labrynth, and then obviously everybody knows what that does. These are some of the, well, a couple of these cards are going to be kind of weird. IP, I don't own Muckrakers right now. The tins just came out, so I'll probably grab 3 of those, and this will probably come out. This didn't come up. It's more just like a banished target. This came up. This is kind of like my tech. If you can figure out a way, the way I did it against Kashtira, I don't remember the card's name, and I wish I did. It was an Xyz dragon monster. It detaches, negates a monster's effects on the field, and halves its attack. I ended up removing something from the field. They had the Fenrir, they had the Xyz monster. I had a Stovey, a Lady, and a Lovely, and I normal summoned a Stovey. Column pointing here. They had their Xyz monster in the middle. I gave them the Stovey. I took their Xyz monster. I detached, negated their Fenrir on the field, halved its attack, then proceeded to beat into everything that they had. The Stovey was 0 attack, so they ended up taking a crap ton of damage from that. So I actually kind of like this. Nightmare Unicorn, everybody knows what that does. Never came up. This would probably get switched out with the Muckraker. Never came up. It's a fiend. It might come up later in the future. I don't know if I'll drop it. Same thing with this one. Never came up. Didn't use it. Obviously, almost came up, but a monster that I wanted to use couldn't be used as link material. So these cards, these next 4 cards, will make sense with the side deck. Last Warrior, Exterio, 2 Raid Raptor. I can almost assume that everybody knows what I'm playing in the side. Nobody can summon monsters, spell trap negate, unaffected by everything, and nobody expects Labrynth to play that. Last 2, Chaos Angel. I only own 2. I pulled both of these out of random ass packs, so I didn't pay crazy amount of money for these. You usually make these with Stovey and one of the big Labrynth monsters. Nothing can be destroyed by battle. And then the extra, or the side deck. 3 Shifter. This is for Runic. I hate Runic. I play Runic, but I hate playing against Runic. So this is my like anti-Runic, anti-Phantom Knight, like I want to be in the graveyard card. And if we're going second, we really don't care. If we play him, then we just chain the furniture directly to this because they have to go to grave. But we're a trap deck, so mostly it just gives us a turn. 2 balls. I figure a board of 2 monsters is easy to deal with, and a board of 1 monster is easy to deal with for most situations. So a board of 3 or more, a little tougher for a trap deck to handle. So those go in. For Pearly, makes them send it. Then we have the D-Barrier in the side. we have the evenly matched, the normal trap, some lady right afterwards. And then 2 Judgment. I did not side this in once at the case tournament. Mostly because this. I kind of want him to destroy my back row when I got this out. Really want him to. When they destroy this, if I haven't prosperity'd, they don't expect it. They get raid raptored. If I have a bunch of back row set and I have a lady out, I can just chain any trap. Not with the exception of welcome Labrynth. Just chain any trap. Usually big welcome. If they don't have a way to respond to that, just set this when they're about to destroy your whole back row with harpies or whatnot, and you get a free raid raptor. And it'll buy you a couple turns. And there's not been a single game where I resolved this that I didn't win. Really nice tech. Virus, everybody knows what that does. My matchups, my game 1. What was my game 1? I know that I played 2 Runic for hires. Won both of those. I went up against Fluanderies and I won that one. Sword Soul. Sword Soul was the one I went up against, and I won against that one. The Dimension Shifter actually came up with the Runic deck. But that was my deck profile. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, need any ideas, any help, let me know. Take care. Bye.